Another championship is won and sweeped. So, let's now get on with our next race event, and that is the Heavyweight Series. And as of which, the displacement needs to be over 900cc, which is in this territory here. And as to which ones I will be using, well, stay tuned to find out. But I think to start with, let's use... Well, I recently used the Aprilia, so I don't want to use that again. How much does the Ducati weigh? Actually no, let's use the Suzuki instead for our first one, because I've really wanted to use this bike and yet I haven't used it yet. So yeah, let's use the Suzuki GSXR for our next event. Well, our next race at least. Even though I probably just made the first race piss easy as a result. But anyway, let's see how we go. So, 6 laps of the Motegi Oval, 5 laps of High Speed Ring, and 5 laps of Grand Valley. And now, just watch me basically blow the wheels off of my competition, because that is what I think is going to happen here. And yep, that's pretty much what I thought it was going to be. So we've got a Yamaha VMAX, a Suzuki GSX 1100S, and a Yamaha XJR 1300. So, yeah, this is going to be, for want of a better phrase, a piss-easy win. I only picked this bike because, well, I just really wanted to use it. And also because, well, I know that once I do take the lead, I will absolutely blow the fucking doors off my competition. This was just a personal choice. And as I would have expected, already moving out to an early lead. That is now a 2.4 second gap. And this is pretty much just the bike to absolutely not use for this event if you're looking for something that actually makes sense. And well, this, I can confidently tell you, is not the place for it. I feel like I'm stepping on the brakes too early. But yet, at the same time, because of just how short the track is, looks like the domination is very clearly not going to stop. Although I was a little bit slower on that lap. I'm still very much setting the benchmark pace at this stage, as I am now 9 seconds clear I only chose the Suzuki because, well, I just really wanted to use it. That was pretty much the only reason I chose the Suzuki. But anyway, it's okay, because I am still leading with an interval. I somehow managed to pull up, and I also avoided killing myself by heading straight for the and I almost headed straight for the concrete as well whilst I did it. And I somehow went 2/10 faster as a result. I was literally flirting with disaster on 2 separate occasions, and yet I somehow avoided death on both occasions. Hey, everyone's still finished anyway. I gotta say, that was a pretty close race altogether from 2nd to 4th. Although, as I would have expected, I dominated from start to finish on my Suzuki. Not really that much of a surprise in all honesty. But, whatever, it is what it is. I still won, and I won with a huge gap. So, first and foremost, we got ourselves a helmet. A few helmets, actually. We get the Arai Goth Trackers. And, in terms of the bike we get another Honda. The Honda CB750F. As this time we get it in blue. Nice. And now we will move on to race 2 at High Speed Ring. And I know just the bike to use. So, first race, pretty much piss easy in all honesty. And although I nearly killed myself twice on that last lap, I somehow kept digging, and that was what helped me to win in the end. Anyway, now I will switch bikes, as I am going to use... Actually, no, I won't use the MV Augusta just yet. Let's use... Do I have the CB1300 Superforce somewhere in here? I know I have one in here somewhere. It's just a matter of me finding it. Ah, here it is. The Honda CB1300 Super 4. Because I want to. Alrighty, time now for race 2 of the heavyweight series. And where it looks like this is going to be another pretty easy win, from what I can see. Anyway, here we go. I will also take a sip of water before continuing this. So in this race we have a Kawasaki Zephyr 1100, the Suzuki GSX 1400, and the Honda CB1300 Super Bowl Door. Okay, let's go. As we are doing 5 laps around High Speed Ring. And oh boy, is High Speed Ring quite the pace-setting track. I think I held in crouch mode for a bit too long there. Okay. And gap is now 3.5 seconds to the Kawasaki. And a little bit of a bump there from behind. And now I have to work my way around the other Honda CB1300. Gonna try and cover the inside, or the outside in my case. And now I just have to figure out what to do with the other two, as I have hit top speed. And in crouch mode, the highest top speed I can achieve in the corner is 170. But then again, I kind of figured I wasn't gonna need to fucking adjust the top speed of the bike. Because right now, I'm having fun with this. And a little bit of contact there with the Kawasaki, but I did hand over the position so we could continue our battle. And now I take the lead from the outside. And there we go, that's pretty much job done, until I hit the speed limiter. And just letting go. And right now, we're not doing too badly. Because I am holding on. And the gap is now 2.5 seconds. So, still pretty close up to this stage of the race. And a little bit too deep there, but able to make the correction. And now it looks like I am steadily pulling away from my opponents because they have also hit the speed limiter a couple of times. So, slowly pulling away from my competition. And it looks like we are doing okay. And ultimately, why did I let go of the throttle? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty much running away with the win at this stage anyway, so I don't think it really matters, because, well, I am clearly using a dominant race bike at this point. I might also consider switching over to the Kawasaki Zafir for the next one, just to make it a bit more of a challenge. For our last race. And off the final corner, and there we go, easy win. I also should have done a wheelie. Oh well, I'll probably do it at the next race anyway. But there we go, easy win, and everyone finishes, as I would have expected. But either way, there we go. And now, I will save the replay, because I can. So there we go. That's now 44 episodes done and dusted. Well, almost done and dusted. So what are we going to get from this? So, first and foremost, we get more riding gear. It's just one helmet, unfortunately. And it's ironically the same bike I rode to victory, the Honda CB1300 Super 4. That is very ironic. Almost a little bit too ironic. But anyway, there we are. We get the road car sorry. I keep saying road car for some reason. The road bike version of the Honda CB1300 Super 4. And now, we just have Grand Valley left to go. And because these races so far have been pretty easy for me to pull off, I think for the last one, I'm gonna use... yeah, let's use a Kawasaki for this. I'm gonna use the... where is it? I know it's in here somewhere, because I saw it. I could be thinking of oh yeah, I was thinking of using the Zafir. Yeah, here it is. The Kawasaki Zafir 1100. For 5 laps of Grand Valley. I also need some more water before continuing this. So, on now to the third and final race of the Heavyweight Series. And for the final race of the Heavyweight Series, we have got the Suzuki GSX 1100S, the Honda CB1300 Super Bowl Door, and the Honda CB1300 Super 4. And then at the back there is me with my Kawasaki Zephyr. And so we will see just how easy or hard it is to get the race win here. I am convinced in saying this will be pretty easy, because the other races up to this point, they've more or less been that way. And with this one, I don't really expect any different. And so, we head on, as the gap is 4 1/4 seconds to the Suzuki up front. I have a feeling this one is going to be a bit more spread out, because we are on a longer track compared, of course, to the other two we were racing at. And there we go. I have taken the lead with relative ease, and the rear tyre just bounced on me again for whatever reason. I have no idea why the rear tyre keeps locking up. If anyone does have any information about why I seem to keep locking up the rear tyre, then it would be helpful if you could tell me in the comments. Because I have a feeling that there is something that I'm doing wrong that keeps causing the rear tyre to lock up. Maybe see if there's anyone out there who understands motorbikes with a bit more in-depth analysis than what I have over why the rear tyre keeps locking up. I'm going to assume it must be because I'm using too much opposite lock, but I really don't know what precisely keeps causing it. It's something to do with, I think, the amount of pressure that I'm applying to the brakes. And in some cases I almost wonder if that might be too much, but I really don't know for sure. Anyway, I am very much running away with the win now because, as I said before, Grand Valley is of course a longer track in terms of circuit length, and up to this point I would say the odds of me losing this race are practically slim to none. So 8.8 seconds is now the gap. I'm pretty sure that's going to increase to over 15 seconds by the time we're done here, because that is just how easily dominant I am at Grand Valley. I really cannot see myself handing over the win here, as I hit 165, heading up to the first hairpin, and now I am 10.8 seconds clear of the Suzuki GSX. And so we head on. So we have just 2 laps to go following this one as we head through the first tunnel once again. It's about halfway through the first lap by the time we get to that first tunnel. And now heading through the second tunnel and over the bridge. And getting a little bit too close to the rumble strip there, but able to at least keep on top of it, as I'm now 16.5 seconds clear of the Suzuki. So it's fair to say that I'm very much on a domination streak here. Which, in all honesty, was something I kind of figured was going to be the case. But either way, I digress. Yep, 19 seconds. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to make it to the finish line before the fade. Because that's just how much faster I am at Grand Valley compared to the AI. At least on the full course, that is. The shorter course, however, I'm not so sure. But I definitely know on the full course at least, I am definitely seeming to be the all-dominant bike. So heading through the second tunnel now, and it seems like we seem to be more or less just pulling away with each passing corner as I head over the bridge once again into the third tunnel now, where the shit happened earlier on, but seems to have given me no affection because, well, this is what domination looks like. Yeah, they are definitely not making it to the line before the fade, because that is just how much I am continually pulling away. Even though I am technically using a bike that is very much on par with the AI. I still somehow manage to find a way of leaving the AI in the dust regardless, because rubber banding here at Grand Valley is nowhere near as strong as it was at the other 2 tracks. So I'm very much putting on a clinical performance out here. And that was kind of what I expected. But either way, this is what running away with the win looks like. And unless I completely lose my God-given talents, which I am pretty sure I won't, there is absolutely no way I am losing this race. As I head through the third tunnel now for the 5th and last time, and now heading through the chicane right before the last right-hander to end off the lap. And so we head on. Yeah, 31 seconds. There is absolutely no way they are catching me. And doing a wheelie, I could not do the wheelie, unfortunately. Although then again, the wheelie with the Triumph probably wouldn't have worked anyway because it would have been too heavy. But anyway, that's your finishing order. And... no, wait. Yeah, they pretty much finished the way they started. So that's your race order. The Suzuki beats the 2 Hondas. And as you might have guessed, I pretty much swept the floor with the rest of the field. And so, that was the Heavyweight Series. And we get another helmet. Okay. And... we get another Honda CB1300 Super 4. This time in blue. This'll be an interesting explanation. Anyway, there we go. Clean sweep of the Heavyweight Series, as I would have expected. And next up will be the Eurostar Series. Okay. So let's now go and look at our new bikes. Once I remember what the first bike I won was. I'm trying to remember what the first bike I won was. Because I got distracted with the 2 Hondas. Oh yeah, I won the Honda CB750, didn't I? Yeah, it just got back to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did win the... yeah, this is what I won first. In Tanzanite Blue, in Candy Tanzanite Blue, for winning race 1, we get the Honda CB750F, which is cool. And giving you another all-around look, because why not? And now, I just have to find the 2 CB1300 Super 4s I won. I think this was the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, yeah. So that's the first CB1300 Super 4, and this is the other CB1300 Super 4 in Candy Tahitian Blue. Which is cool. Okay, there we go. So, the Heavyweight Series is now done, and that moves us up to 85.3%. So we've gained a total of, I think, 1.7% of progress as a result of doing all 3 of those races. And next time will be the Eurostar Series. And so with that, stay tuned for more of TT.